What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chop Shop. It's Friday. It's January 27th. We have a nice little 10-game slate on tap for tonight, so this should be fun. I'm your host, Head Chopper, and what I'm going to do is give you some plays that we project to be fairly highly owned tonight in the NBA, and some guys I think that in the same price range, similar price range that you can get on that maybe gives you a fair amount of upside and gets away from that ownership. Tricky. It's early in the morning, so we don't quite know the projections just yet on the ownership. The closer to game time it gets, you check the RotoGrinders page, and it gives you a more accurate view of who's going to be highly owned tonight. It's a really good tool for GPPs. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into what we got going on for today. So with 10 games on tap, typically, unless there's a major injury that breaks down later on in the day, you're not going to have too many guys that are really highly owned, like 40 to 50% like you will on smaller slates. But so we can try to peg these guys who might be in the 20 to 30% range. That's kind of high for a 10-game slate. So at point guard, I think one of those guys is going to be John Wall. He's become a very, very chalky option this year, and his game is good, so it deserves to be. But tonight, he sits at $9,900 salary for $200 cheaper. In tournaments, I would be all over Anthony Davis tonight. I think that what you look for in John Wall is around 50 points. If he can get into the mid-50s, you feel pretty good about his game. Well, Anthony Davis has exceeded 50 points this year 67% of the time, 67% of the games he's played in. In fact, he's gone over 60 DraftKings points 40% of the time. So his upside, his ceiling it's a lot bigger than John Wall. It's a lot higher. John Wall is the safer option. That's obvious. Anthony Davis is an injury waiting to happen, as proven last game. That's why he's just a tournament option. But at this price tag, with his ceiling, I'm going to play Anthony Davis all day instead of John Wall in big tournaments. So we move on to the next spot now. And that's going to be the mid-range of salaries here. We'll get into the $5,000 to $6,000 range. I don't know. I'm thinking the ownership's probably still going to be there for Nerlens Noel out of Philadelphia. I think we're still going to see the big injuries to Embiid and Okafor in the front court, so Noel's going to get the start again. People are going to look at the game logs, and they're going to be on him. Now, there was a substantial price increase, so I'm probably not going to play a whole lot of Nerlens Noel, so I'm hoping that actually drives his ownership up, since I'll be off of him anyway, because I'm just not sure that he's going to be able to attack that upside that he needs for this kind of salary. He's typically a point per minute scorer in his career, so what we got the first game out of him was more of an outlier. What we got the last game, low 30s, I think that's where you're going to see him hover, and I don't want that for $5,800. So a guy that does have upside, does have a good price tag, and is getting a lot of run lately is Greg Monroe from Milwaukee. Over the last 2 games, he's averaging right around 40 DraftKings points a game. They're giving him a lot of minutes now. So, he's always been an incredible fantasy performer when he's been given the opportunity to be on the court in his entire career, ever since his rookie season. So anytime he's getting run with a team, you have to take notice. And these last couple games, they're feeding him. So I'm going to go ahead and run him out there again and see if he can get some more minutes. If he gets the minutes, he will outperform Noel. So I feel good about Greg Monroe tonight. Last but not least, we'll go into an even lower salary now. I'm trying to find some chalk down here. It's kind of tough, but I think with Fournier doubtful for Orlando and some of the other injuries going on out there and some of the recent game logs that people are looking at, Jeff Green at $4,000 may draw a lot of interest tonight from a lot of people. I am old enough and experienced enough in this game to realize you don't want to go chasing the Jeff Green points, because it's a pure ghost. Okay, you're never gonna get it. So I'm gonna ditch the Jeff Green thing tonight. Not gonna play him. Won't have him on any team anywhere around this site tonight. So I'm out on Jeff Green. A guy I will look at for $100 cheaper. We'll go back to the Philadelphia team. I'm gonna look at Richaun Holmes. This plays 2 parts. If I'm fading Noel and I'm taking Holmes, then I have a chance to get that double hit on everybody. Have Noel fade, have him play poorly, Rashawn gets an even bigger benefit. You've eaten both people up. You've killed the guys with Noel, and your home team is advancing more because of Holmes. So I really like Rashawn Holmes against Houston. Basically, Houston plays at the 4th highest pace this season. That favors a guy like Holmes, who's just a pure athlete. That's what he does out there: is bounce around, block shots, grab rebounds, putbacks, fast breaks. That's his thing. That's the big pace is going to help him out tonight. So we're going to have injuries. I kind of like Rashawn Holmes to be a really nice performer tonight at a great price tag. So with that being said, guys, we're done for Friday. I'll be back next week with some more Chop Shop. I hope you guys have some good luck tonight. Have a good weekend and stay safe out there.